Welcome back to part number 3 of the Prop Firm Futures Trading YOLO Challenge, and I definitely YOLO'd in today's video 12 NQ contracts, which was the max amount that I could do in one trade. And things did get messy at the end, and I'll explain more at the end of the video what I mean by that. But yes, this one certainly contained a YOLO trade. If you watched the first 2 parts, due to some rules that were set up, I couldn't quite go YOLO, but those rules are gone, and I went, like I said, max size in today's video. A little bit of background in case maybe this is the first video you're watching. Within my trading community, Sam as he goes by, thanks again Sam, was like, hey Clay, I just want to see you YOLO. I just want to see you go big. So I'm willing to purchase a prop firm account for you. And I thought, hey, that's a good idea. And he's like, yeah, it'll be some good video content. I thought, yeah, I think that could be an interesting video. So here I am in part number 3, or in other words, day number 3 of the challenge. So I survived the first 2 days, no blown up account. But will there be a day number 4? I'm not going to ruin anything like that. You will have to see. Now, a little bit of more context here. Maybe you're saying, okay, Clay, futures, couple quick nuggets that I keep talking about, and I will because I think it helps a lot of people. But number 1, pattern day trading rule. If that just makes your blood boil, there is no pattern day trading rule in futures trading. Number 2, futures are basically open around the clock, essentially 6 days a week. So if you need a little bit more flexibility and you want more opportunity within your trading, then futures offer that. Next, what is a prop firm account? What are you talking about? In a nutshell, they are a way for you to get involved with very, very little of your personal money on the line, yet there's a whole lot of upside reward. Now, yes, you have to prove yourself. Yes, you have to be able to trade, but if you can go through the sequence that they require, then again, a whole lot of upside with a whole little of your personal money at risk to begin with. And which prop firm am I using? Because I know I'll get that question. I'm using Take Profit Trader. I will put a link down below, and that way you can go learn more about them, how prop firms work, but most importantly, it'll allow you to take advantage of the best deal possible because they are always running promotions. So if you want the best deal available, make sure you use the link down in the description box. With that being said, let's go to my desktop and let's see how the day unfolds. So we are looking at bear pennant pattern here. So let me draw this in. So very crudely, there we go. And then we have this part and this part. As I speak right now, this thing is actually trying to break to the upside. So maybe this all goes away. But right now, I'm thinking the YOLO is, does it come down, get short right there, and just here we go. Let's see if we can get a break and push to the downside. There is a pivot point right there, so that's got to be considered. There is that low right there from when news came out. But, you know, a good bear pennant breakdown should be able to push through both of those things. But like I said, as of right now, we're actually knocking on the door and potentially this not even being relevant anymore. So we'll see what happens in regards to that. But stock market opens in 2 minutes, and I just say that because that's when the futures market will pick up pace too, is when the market, or the stock market opens up. So I will pause and I'll keep you posted. And I also did want to point out to your attention, we are at 12 and we are looking at the NQ. So this is, and 12 is the max I can do in my prop firm. That's, I'm not allowed to do anything more. If I do, I will just automatically fail. So I don't want to do that to Sam. So we are as YOLO as it's possible to get. We are going to do max allowed position size.
Oh yes.
But still want to find somewhat of a setup. But I do like that. I mean, that's just that we would just be playing a bear pennant breakdown there. But like I said, right now, I guess another YOLO could be, do you just hop in right here with the idea that not only does it go down to the lower part of it, but then breaks down. But you know, you don't have any sort of confirmation that this thing actually wants to do that. So I'll pass on that one. But all right, I will pause. Market opens up stock market opens up in less than a minute. All right, market is open. It's coming down. I have my order there. Oh, look at that. Bounced right off that lower trend line. Nope. No, I don't like that. It's, yeah. Maintaining that trend line right there. I'll keep an eye on it though. What I'd like to see now is for it to come up a little bit, maybe do a little consolidation and then catch it. But I'm no longer interested in taking it on this candle. If I get left in the dust, then so be it. But I would like to see a little bit of a breath. So like I said, even just maybe one candle, one little green candle, and then go, or better yet, 2 green candles, and then have it come down. That would be ideal. But I mean, look at that. The power of charts, the power of trend lines. Great stuff. And that's the thing is, you saw that line in there before this even happened, and right down there, right off of it. Are charts perfect? No, nothing's perfect, but are they a worthwhile tool to learn and understand? Absolutely so. I'll turn that into a quick plug. If you want to learn more about charts, why they're powerful, how, and why you should be using them within your trading, make sure you check out my website, claytrader.com. No, don't break down. Like I said, I don't want it to break down. I want it to go sideways and then come down. All right, I'll pause. And yeah, unfortunately, is leaving me behind. Yeah, so this pattern here, All right, well, never mind on that one. There does seem to be still somewhat of a resistance up around that area to potentially consider. So yeah, now basically right off that pivot point there, same thing that it did back here. So again, the power of charts. All right, I'll pause. All right, I have, in order to get short at that red line, 12 contracts. This was a massive failure here. So I have a new trend line in here, but I think a break of this trend line idea is to get down below these lows right here and then pick up more downside pressure. But again, this was a big failure there on that attempted bounce back upwards. So let's see if that is indeed a leading indicator. As of now, it's bouncing back up, but we'll see. All right, now it bounces all the way back up. I don't know, maybe he did want me to, potentially build position, so that wouldn't quite, but I could build something into that. So yeah, let's start with a yeah. Okay, well, it's coming back down now, maybe. 12. Right there. Sell stop. There we go. So once again, another failed bounce. So is this the leading indicator that selling pressure is showing up? And will this selling pressure kick this thing down through the red trend line and then down through these lows, causing stops to go off and all that goodness? So I do like the setup here, especially with these candles, the way these have behaved. So it doesn't want to come down is the question. This will be a good YOLO trade, because this thing's either breaking down through this basically big old bear pennant here with a new trend line. So I mean, this is the bear pennant. Boom, boom, coupled failed candles. So a couple of times the bulls got smacked back down. Does it do it again? Do the bulls try again and then come back down? That would look even better. Here we go. So now if this candle comes back down, that would be another failed attempt to bounce, which would lead you to believe, all right, there does seem to be some selling pressure out here. But we also don't want to get ahead of ourselves because this candle has not come back down yet. But if it does, that's going to make this situation look that much better. And I do hope it comes back down. Come on. All right, well, I'll pause and I'll keep you updated. So that candle did stay strong green, but still, even if this candle comes down, that implies that this bounce here has been wiped away. So that bounce wiped away, that bounce wiped away. This bounce actually maintained itself, but if the next immediate candle wipes it away, then again, I'm feeling bearish on it. But we'll have to see. I will pause. I am tempted to move that entry up to right here, get short here, anticipating the move back down to here, and then whether or not we break, not sure on that, but I think this is a little bit more good for the drama of it all. Because at least this trend line will have been broken, and then it's just a question of, do the floodgates open or don't they? So yeah, I'll pass on that, and we'll go for the higher drama option. which some would argue, it's not pure, for the drama. I mean, yeah, you should probably just give it confirmation that the brake is broken. So yes, it's both dramatic, but there's also the confirmation component to it also. All right, I'll pause. And back up it goes. So, in other words, getting pretty choppy here, but it's choppy, but it is just still well within this pattern. It's just chop around in the pattern, hence the play of looking for a breakdown of the pattern itself. I'll pause. Okay, we're getting down there somewhat. I just want to err on the side of caution. I'd hate for a spike to happen and I get filled. I don't even capture it on video. But right now, that one bounced right off of the pivot point area there. So once again, continues to hold. But yeah, if this just wants to go sideways down a couple and then go, I would be fine with that. But we'll see. And if I do miss, this is, because this is live. So, okay, let's keep it going. Is it going to bounce off the trend line, or is this going to be where it starts? No, right off the trend line. But this is where, it's hard because it's live, so I don't know, is it going to bounce or is it going to flush through? And I'd hate to not be recording and have it flush through. But as of now, once again, that trend line holds strong. I will go ahead and pause. But I do hope everybody sees the logic here, right? The logic is clearly there is a lot of buying. Every time it's gotten down here, it has bounced back up. So if the price gets through that yellow line and hits me right here, that means it has cleared this range, which from a quote-unquote storybook perspective, then the buyers are no longer there, or they're not there with enough strength to prevent the selling. Obviously right now, they are still there and they just showed back up in a big way. So basic psychology, but you don't need to overcomplicate trading. There's clearly buyers. So if the price were to all of a sudden get to that red line, it's pushed through that area. So, okay, those buyers are either gone or they're very much so weakened and it's time for the sellers to take back over. But as we just witnessed, nope, buyers are still there. And not only are they still there to support the price, they were still there to push the price back up. Now it's just a question of, are the sellers still up here to weaken the price and then push it back down here? So once again, continuing to just kind of chop around right around this little range. So now we have the 5 minute. Check out that candle, long upper shadow. So that bounce rejected all the way back down. So do the sellers now show up enough to push down through? That's still what we're waiting for. But yeah, I like the 5 minute candle there. All these we have lower high. So even right now. So that just shows that the bears are also making progress. So yes, the buyers show up, but here now they're putting in lower highs. Okay, here it's coming back down again. Where are we at time-wise? Wow, we're over 10 minutes and it's still not as well. I don't. This, like I said, well, this is a YOLO. Like this is, I'm either going to make some good change or the account will probably be gone on this one. So I guess we're building up to it. But at the same time, yeah, this is how there is some education in this too. Sometimes you just got to wait. As great as it would be for the market to just make up its mind, sometimes this happens. So this is also, I know maybe you're here, you just want the entertainment and that's fine. But this is also, look at this as just a learning lesson. Like this, unfortunately, is how trading goes. And sometimes when traders like post, and I'm even doing a little bit here, highlight reels where they're kind of splicing things together because I keep pausing. But again, what you've seen, I've been sitting there watching it every minute. You've only still seen a little bit of a highlight section. And I agree, it's still waiting from your perspective, but you even have the highlight version of it. So imagine how much it is more so for me sitting here right now. So learning lesson there being, sometimes as traders, you just got to be patient.
I am convinced that people do not understand that it takes patience.
You just got to wait because there's really nothing to do right now. It's just chop, chop. I mean, I guess you could do a range trade up and down, up and down, up and down. But just from just trying to see if the price wants to make a decision. Yeah, as you're seeing, it's not really making a decision, but I'll keep my eye on it. So yes, entertainment. I hope we get some entertainment here with a final move, but at the same time, some good learning too. All right, I'll pause. Maybe. Oh, it just bounced off the trend line again. Is this going to finally be it? Through. It hit the red line. Did not film me though. Come on. Oh my! Look at that. That would have been brutal if it did film me. How did it not? Okay, well. I swear, if this thing just... Give it another chance. Maybe that was a last little breath before it wants to come back down and continue. Let's see. Or is this just going to be one of these dirty dogs where, I mean, so well established. I mean, the story is so clear, but just because, again, there's no guarantees. I don't care how clear the pattern is. I don't care how clear the story is. Doesn't mean it's got a guaranteed ending. Wow, that was wild. Like I said, let's see if it does want to come back down, though. Well, I'm glad I didn't film it because I'd be having to sit through some pain here. All right, I'll pause, but I'll keep a very close eye on it. And then a beautiful hammer candle. Oh, this is what's making this stressful. It's not the trading. It's the YouTube content. Now I have a video where I spent 13 minutes setting this thing up, and then it didn't even work out. I guess on the bright side, it didn't wreck my account, but oh, Sam, this is, I'm telling you, and I blame nobody but myself. Nobody's forcing me to make YouTube videos. But yeah, unbelievable. All right, I'll pause. I'm gonna get short here at that red line. Stop will be up over those highs. Let's see if we can get this thing at least back down to those lows. 12 contracts.
Stop
I am in.
Stop filled.
Let's see, like I said, if we can get this thing to come on down now. I'm at max position size.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Crap.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm okay. I can't go over and make a certain amount of money. I just realized that. But I think I'm okay right now. Yeah, all right, I got wiggle room now. Shoot. I didn't want to see that just drop. And then, because if I made more than 3,000 on that, I would technically be violating a rule within the prop firm. But I'm okay now with 4 contracts. So let me put my stop up there. There we go. So yeah, let's see if this thing wants to come back down. Stop over the highs there. 4 contracts. I'll be all right. So I've locked in 1,000. Could still have some red in the trade if this thing comes up and stops me out. But like I said, I want to give this thing a chance now to come back down. I just reiterate, within the prop firm that I'm using, you can't just go out there and make a ton of money. They cap that. So that's why I wanted to not get caught with 12 contracts and then have it, really go in my favor.
Order filled.
Okay, got that. Yeah, okay, I'm more than fine now. I'm just being really paranoid about that. So there you go. 3, I'm totally good. Let's see if this thing wants to come down. Who knows? Maybe now it comes down, breaks that line, and then we get some more push. Very good. Very good.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm just okay. I know I keep saying that, but come on down some more.
Order filled.
Okay. Let's see if we can get some more down. Can we get down through those lows?
Order filled.
Okay, so $2,350 on that one. The max I could make was 3,000. So yeah, I definitely could have made 3,000. I should have done the math, I guess, ahead of time. So I apologize for that.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
So I would have known right where the 3,000 was, but I didn't. So in that regard, I failed. But there we go. So the trade that I had planned on taking the whole time never really took place, although it did take place in an indirect sense, because remember what I was talking about earlier about how up here was where the sellers were. So where did I get in? I was like, there's been a history of sellers up here. Well, let me cancel that order out. There we go. So there's been sellers up there. So when the price got up there again, I thought, all right, let's see if the sellers are still up there. We'll see if it can roll back over. And it did. But then my mistake was I didn't actually calculate where I should have had my price target in order for those 12 to give me the 3,000, which they would have done. So a failure on my part there, but at least we got a trade. At least the trade worked out. And I'm going to go ahead and call it good there. So we will now move on to another day of YOLO trading. This thing is at 18 minutes already, but I actually like this as just an educational example because there's a lot of good stuff in here, from the waiting to just understanding the story to then making decisions based on that story. And I mean, not to pat myself on the back, but I absolutely nailed where to get filled on that breakdown, because that when it did break down, it got so close that would have filled me, and that would have right there account gone, which is why YOLO is super. I mean, you don't want to do YOLO because for that reason right there, all it takes is one where you're just right and you get filled, and then it goes back up and it's game over. But I put the as good of a spot as it could have been to get confirmation of the breakdown. Did not get enough confirmation, and then the rest is history from there. But overall, I'll take it. So 23.50 on that trade, and the account lives to fight another day. So that is all I have for you for part number 3. And yeah, I will be back with part number 4, and we're going to keep the YOLO going. So overall, I did survive, did very well. Yes, I made the mistake, and I'll get to that here in a second. But just to kind of cap things off as far as how the day ultimately turned out, I did do a couple more trades and closed up right over $2,700, although with commissions, it was more so right around $2,650. And the reason I did not capture any of those other trades on video was because they were totally not YOLO at all. They were very risk controlled and all that. So they were just not really the category of the YOLO video. Now, as far as that mess is concerned, I just want to provide a little bit more clarity, because the way it works, you're going to have all these rules. So here is the rules that actually start here, and then they come down, and this is actually inside of the current YOLO account that was purchased for me. So yeah, going into today, I was down to $74.50 on the day. Obviously, after today, and that changes to day number 3 up there, I'll be well in the green. But the key thing here that I was talking about is right there, your biggest day cannot be more than 50% of your total profit. And what is the total profit? Well, the goal and the challenge profit is right there. In order to get outside of this evaluation phase, you've got to make $6,000, but you can't make more than 50% of that. In other words, that is where that $3,000 number was coming from, because 50% of 6,000 is 3,000. And then also right here, just why was it 12 right there? Don't trade more than 12 contracts at any time. So that is where that other regulation was in. But that's just how prop firms work. And that whole profit thing is designed to prevent exactly what I'm doing. They don't want people to show up just YOLO and just all, make $6,000 in one trade, but it happened to just be a total degenerate trade. So they're saying, no, you got to be consistent. You got to show us that you have the ability to survive more than just one trade. So that's why they limit that. With that being said, all prop firms are a little different. They offer different rules, but the one I'm using, again, Take Profit Trader, they do offer that, or that is one of their stipulations, which, like I said, totally my fault. I should have that calculated beforehand, but I did want to offer a little bit more. But once you get past things, then that goes away. So it's not like you can never make as much money as you want. I think I maybe said that incorrectly in the video, but I want to clarify. This is only during these test phases. And then eventually, yeah, you can go out there and let things ride and make bigger money. So there we go. I did ultimately YOLO, turned out nicely, messed myself up a little bit, but I survived. I got back into the green as far as the account is concerned. So there will be a part number 4, a day number 4, and the YOLOing will continue. If you enjoy these, make sure, well, first off, thanks Sam. Say, hey, thanks Sam, down in the comment section, because he's the one that's made this all possible. And if you enjoy these, then make sure that you hit that like button. And once more, if you're interested in learning more about Take Profit Trader as the prop firm that I'm using, or just how prop firms work, use that link down below so that you can get the best deal possible. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you back in day number 4. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.